So just to get warmed up, we start with something that is really simple, which is the SMA, the simple moving average. And let's just see what's in this package. And one way we can do this is we put in a question mark, and then we do TA-Lib .SMA. Okay, and that actually gives us a little explanation here on this package. It basically tells us what the inputs are and so on. So what you can see here is it's a simple moving average, and we've got an input real, which is basically the vector of our price points, and then also a time period, which is effectively our look back period for our moving average. And so this is basically a very simple input. And so let's see if we can run this. So I'll just close the help here. All right, so now that we've basically checked what this indicator contains, let's just build something. So the way to do this is to go TA-Lib .SMA, simple moving average. And then what we need to put in is basically a price. And generally, this in the simplest case would be the close price of our product. So we do SPY dot close. Now, this is basically a data frame, and there are some versions of TA-Lib that can take data frames, but there's other versions of TA-Lib that don't like data frames very much. And I suspect this version of TA-Lib doesn't. So you can see it throws an error. So what we need to do is put it in the correct format. We need to do TA-Lib, and then what we do is to say to NumPy, so that changes it to a NumPy array. And then we also need to transpose this array, because what we produce right now is a column array, but we want to have it in a row array. Otherwise, it won't do it as well. So you see, it's got the wrong dimensions. So what we do is we transpose it, and we only take the first dimension of this. And then we also can specify a look back window, for example, 20. And then you can see here, it's actually produced our data series, right? Now, the first thing we need to do is to say, well, let's just plot it and check what it's doing. One thing we can do is, and this is probably very good, is to record this. So we call that, say, a prices, and then we run TA-Lib again with prices. By the way, you can see TA-Lib is really fast. And so one thing we can do now is we can do plt.plot prices, and I'll just use the last, say, 500 prices of this, and then I also plot SMA, and I also use the last 500. So I do 500 to the end, right? And so we can plot this, and you can see, oh, minus 500, of course. We actually want to use the last 500. And then you can see that there is actually the simple moving average, okay? And then in blue, we've got our underlying price series, right? Any questions, Josh?
No, that's pretty clear for me.
So what can we do with this? Basically, a simple moving average is an interesting signal, because as you can see, if we are in an upward trending market, we often have the prices above the simple moving average. And if the market trends downwards, our prices are below the moving average.